The other day I was having a conversation with my wife about whether it was weird for me to want to give gifts of my art to other people. Maybe not necessarily just gifts of the art itself, like these small pieces that I've given to some of my friends. Maybe instead it is a mug emblazoned with my work, not mine by the way, or a phone case. This one is mine. Maybe it's one of my books that I've created that I could give to other people. The short answer to that question is yes, I absolutely 100% believe it's a good idea for you to share your art with other people on products if you feel that is what those people would want. The real question is do you have enough time to get something made before Christmas? Hi, I'm Dave and I make things, and I'm going to talk about the types of products that you could be doing, people that you should be using to get those products made, like what print provider are we talking about, and also, do you even have enough time to get it to them? It depends. I have absolutely no idea where you are in the world. I have no idea where you are trying to get things to go. So I'm going to be talking about this in a very United States-centric idea because number one, I'm in the United States. Number two, the print providers that we're going to be talking about are typically in the United States. If you are anywhere outside of those regions, well, then you kind of have to extrapolate out to figure out which one's going to be best for you and whether it's even something you can do. But don't fret, if you're in Canada, Mexico, Europe, or even Asia somewhere, there is options here, okay? You're not out in the cold just because this guy happens to be United States based. I'm not the end-all be-all of this conversation. You've got opportunities. You just have to be more stalwart in trying to figure out what they are. Starting with Printful, if I go to their catalog right now, there is nothing in this catalog that tells me what is going to be done quickly. Of course, they have a holiday picks section here. And in this section, it gives you their best sellers, and it's obviously some items that are meant for the holidays, the ornaments and stockings and things like that, puzzles for gifts, wall calendars. All of these things are very holiday and gift centric. But depending on which products you pick from this list or any list on Printify, some of these are going to take significantly longer than others. Let's say, for instance, these sublimation socks. There's only one provider, which is a very solid provider. They have a pretty good rating here. 2.64 business days for production time. That is just getting the thing made. That does not take into account any shipping time at all, and because I have no idea exactly where in the United States Spoke Custom is, I could say, well, if it was in California, I'll probably get it pretty quickly, but if it's in Wisconsin or New York or Florida, then it's going to take a little bit longer to get to me than the other products would. You want a Christmas stocking in time for Christmas? This one comes from Imagine Your Photos, and it's 3.87 business days. Just for timeline purposes, I'm filming this on Saturday, December 3rd, and you are watching this at the very earliest Monday, December 5th. So if you are watching this on Monday and you ordered this today, it might get into production by Friday, most likely Monday, and then it's going to have to take however many days to get to you. If for whatever reason you haven't actually looked at the calendar, Christmas actually falls on a Sunday this year. The drop dead date is actually Friday the 23rd. Really, if we're being conservative on this one, we should probably go to Thursday the 22nd is the absolute last day you should shoot for to have your item delivered. If it's roughly 4 business days for production and maybe 4 to 5 business days for shipping, looking at the calendar right now, if you wanted to get it by no later than the 22nd, the last possible time that you should be doing any kind of ordering is probably somewhere by the end of the week. This week, December 8th, December 9th, at least for something that has this type of production time, don't order anything past that. Now, if we're talking about something like a t-shirt or a mug, there's other options. Let's go to the old standard Bella Plus Canvas 3001 t-shirt. This one can actually get done in probably somewhere around 2 to 3 business days, depending on which provider you are working with. Oh, look, even Duplium here says less than 2 days production time. Awkward Styles also less than 2 days. Most of these providers are 2 to 3 business days for production, so you've got a couple of extra days to play with here. Don't procrastinate too much. Get on the ball and start getting your products ordered now, because even with those extra days, you're still looking at maybe next Monday the 12th, as the drop dead to order anything. Now, I'm also assuming here that these are products that you're going to have delivered to you, you're going to wrap them, you're going to hand them to somebody face to face. But there might be somebody that you want to send something to, far away. So obviously, if you want to get it, wrap it, put it in a box and ship it to somebody else, you need to even cut that timeline even faster. In fact, if you aren't ordering something by tomorrow or maybe Wednesday of this week, then you're out of luck because you're probably not going to get it there fast enough. There is one bright side to that store. With print on demand, you could obviously make the product and have it shipped directly to whoever it is you want to send it to. Now, of course, you're not going to get all the pretty packaging. You're not going to have a little, to and from note on the top. You're not going to have any card to go with it. You're not going to have anything special. They're just going to get this thing in the mail, and hopefully they recognize that it came from you. But if you're perfectly okay with that, that is one option for anybody that needs to send stuff out into, the universe or wherever it is you're sending it to. So if you're like me and you're working with Printify, then go ahead and look through that catalog and then be very conscious of that production time and how long it's going to take somebody to get something from somewhere. Another thing you can do is in the catalog menu, you can go down here to print providers, and right up here it tells you all the different places that you can order products from. So if you are in Europe, you can go to the Germany, the Latvia, the Netherlands, Poland. You can segregate out the different ones that you want to use that will hopefully be able to get things to you faster. Some of these countries you are going to be limited by, because you go to Czech Republic, there's really only one. Germany, there's like 5. I think Latvia, there's at least quite a few. There's options for you, but you're going to have to be very conscious about which ones you're going to. Some of these people only make like 1 or 2 products. Like, look at this AVMM out of Latvia only makes these wood canvas. Hey, if you're a Latvian artist and you want to make wood canvases for people, get down with your bad self. One of the beauties about Printify is that you have so many different options available. One of the bad sides to Printify is that you have so many options available, it takes time to discern which one's going to be the best for you. Now let's talk about Printful, because if you've been here for any amount of time, you know I'm not the biggest fan of Printful. I used to be all on board for Printful, and then they, pandemic, they were bad, and then the prices just went like crazy. It's not my favorite company to deal with. However, there is something they've added to their catalog listings right now that helps you make decisions on these things, and it might be the reason why you might want to use Printful, at least for getting gifts or getting things for things that are happening over the holidays. You go to Printful, you go to their products right here, fast delivery. And these are all products that get turned around really quickly. In fact, it even tells you exactly when you might receive them. It says December 7th to December 12th. Now again, it's December 3rd as I'm filming this. By the time you watch this on Monday, I would assume that it's probably December 9th to December 14th, if not later than that. Let's just test something here. Let's go to new products. If we go into this new products section here, you can see that some of these have different timelines. For instance, this one right here, the all over print recycled unisex sports shirt, the timeline isn't that much different. I mean, the end timeline, but it's very specific, 12 to 13. That's as early as you're gonna get it. It's possible that it could go even further than that, because there's no guarantee that the shipping company is gonna take care of you on that timeline. And these sliders here, these men's and women's sliders, don't even bother. At this point, don't be ordering your sliders for Christmas. That ain't gonna happen. That goes the same for this all over print windbreaker, unisex track pants, women's cropped windbreaker. Any all over print work is going to take significantly longer, because they have to print it out on the fabric, they have to cut it apart, sew it together, put it in a box, and ship it to you. But back under that fast delivery section, you can see that there's still plenty of products available. Lots of things to choose from. If you wanted to put all your stuff onto t-shirts or to hats, there's some mugs there. There's a bag. Here's a stainless steel tumbler, another tumbler, socks, some framed posters. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. You can go figure it out for yourself, but there's lots of different products available, most of them clothing oriented or hats or accessories. From what it seems, about 80% of the products could get to you in time if you were to order them this week. So you better get cracking, get to work. Now let's just say, for instance, you decided to get into a last minute art fair, like one of those Christmas Eve art fairs, and you need to get some products made before that. Before you make a decision about that, you're gonna wanna watch this video right here. That's it, guys, I'm gonna get out. Hey, I'll see you later this week, because we're kicking it up a notch. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you next time. I've been Dave, you've been awesome. Bye.